Saudi Arabia is building the very first cognitive and smart city, NEOM. But despite all the buzz, the future of the city is probably doomed. In today's video, we'll be talking about why this linear city project may fail. The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, has been striving to transform and diversify the Arab kingdom. He came up with the Vision 2030 plan of transforming the Saudi Arabian economy through privatization and reconstruction by reducing the dependence on oil production. The main attraction of the Vision 2030 is NEOM, a city that stretches 26,000 square kilometers built on the coast of the Red Sea. With miles of Red Sea coastline, NEOM will sit on the edge of one of the world's most important shipping lanes and may be linked to Egypt's Sharm el-Sheikh by a causeway. At its northernmost point, it will be just 50 kilometers or 30 miles from the Jordan port of Aqaba, with another shorter hop from there to Alliant. Aimed at the cosmopolitan elite, NEOM will have its own tax system and operate according to progressive laws that are compatible with international norms and conducive to economic growth. In other words, it will be largely independent of the oppressive laws of Wahhabi Islam that control life in the rest of the kingdom. The centerpiece of the development is The Line, a long ruler-straight urban corridor running 170 kilometers through the southern part of NEOM. According to the Crown Prince, the hyper-developed stripe will be 100% based on renewable energy, preserve 95% of its natural surroundings, and have neither roads nor cars. The city will have state-of-the-art airports, a seaport, innumerable tourist facilities, and industries. All the plans are laid out in hopes of attracting businesses in the biotech, advanced manufacturing, mobility, and construction sectors. In the words of MBS, the project will kickstart a civilizational revolution that puts humans first, and we could not agree more. If you ask us, we believe that NEOM has everything to transform the country into an economic powerhouse. But things may not be as glorious as they may seem. NEOM and the whole of Vision 2030 may appear to be exciting at first, but if you look deep, it may be more problematic than useful. The whole vision seems to work top-down, a centrally directed plan by the Saudi government to steer the economy in a specific direction. We might have piqued your interest as to how such a visionary project may fail, and we're getting down to the details in a bit. But before that, make sure to give us a like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Saudi Arabia is investing an astonishing $500 billion in the construction of NEOM. By doing this, the country is hoping to attract investors worldwide. NEOM will be a special economic zone with a unique legal and regulatory environment autonomous from the rest of the country. But is it on course in doing so? We're afraid not. We're already seeing signs that should give the Saudis some pause. Foreign direct investment, which is essential to financing NEOM in the long term, is at a 14-year low. It shrank to $1.4 billion in 2017 from $7.5 billion the year before. Now, we don't have to be a financial wizard to be appalled by this stark downfall of investment, but that's exactly what's happening. NEOM represents a Hail Mary pass by the Saudi government, says James Gelvin, a modern Middle Eastern history professor at UCLA. There is a sense of insecurity on the part of Saudi ruling family, he said. One reason for that is the collapse of oil price between 2014 and 2016. Although that is rising at present, with a resource of limited volumes, Saudi's ability to rely on oil revenue for the long term is now questionable. More than half of the Saudi population is under 25, and economic prospects for the young and grim, according to Gelvin. There are not enough jobs for them, the educational system is not very good, and there has to be revitalization, particularly at a time when the future of oil is insecure, said Gelvin. Ultimately, Saudi Arabia is not well equipped to transform into a market economy, which means NEOM's lofty goals look unattainable. The government dominates 80% of the economy, and the largest revenue is oil, said Gelvin, and on top of that, corruption is already legendary in Saudi Arabia. There are also concerns about privacy for the project's residents. No, we're not talking about physical entities. NEOM is being sold as a cognitive city that will harvest massive amounts of data about its residents, which will be fed into computer systems that will predict and provide for their every need. The idea is to connect people and things as much as possible and take the hassle out of daily life. This will thereby save valuable time and energy and ensure a high level of service maintenance and accessibility. NEOM says Joseph Bradley, sector head of technology and digital for the project, will leverage over 90% of the data to change how people work, live, and play. But massive data harvesting projects tend to make people skittish, even when they're not being managed by an autocratic regime that is not known for tolerating dissent. Although MBS recognizes the need to transition away from an economic status quo, development requires more than a tax regulatory environment with tax breaks. Business climates must complement institutions that are conducive to growth, be it formal or informal. And this is something Saudi Arabia sorely lacks. The state-driven nature of NEOM also makes it ripe for underperformance. MBS can't eliminate decades for institutional path dependence history and basic economic reality just by carving out some land in a scenic locale and saying we're open for business. It's going to take a lot more for Vision 2030 than just erecting fancy structures in cities. Can Saudi Arabia break free from its dependence on oil? Can projects like NEOM transform the economy of the kingdom? Let us know in the comments below. And by the way, if you like this video, do check out our video on how Saudi Arabia is building a city of the future. I'll see you there.